Shibun. Today I'll explain you what are these chakras, how these chakras are significant, and what role do they play in defining or redefining the life. Now first let's understand what is chakra. Chakra is a Sanskrit word which in English translates into wheel. Wheel is a physical representation of circle which has the same start and the end point, which means there is no start and there is no end. That is how the energy is. Energy keeps on manifesting into new. That is what the energy which keeps manifesting into something new, a newer form. That is what energy does. So, the sages who basically observed these chakras, they realized their presence and then observed it, realized that there is no start or end. There is no trigger. Like in our body, each and every organ has a definite shape. It has a start, it has an end. When these organs, they work in tandem with each other. One is the feeder, the second is the receptor. Now, the second is the feeder when it feeds post-processing to the third. This is how the energy, the chakras also do. They may not be intertwined, but they are definitely interlinked. So, the placement of these chakras is because of which element these chakras are affecting. They are laying their impact upon. That is how we realize. As the root chakra is placed between the juncture. There's a inverted U in which these bones, these legs, they meet each other. That is the point where this root chakra is. Root chakra which defines the fire element of the body. This is responsible for the heat, the warmth, and the movement of the energies upwards. Then we come to the sacral chakra. This sacral chakra is responsible for the fire and water element. Very contradictory, but they work in tandem. This chakra is responsible for the how better you can exhibit yourself. The way you present yourself is defined by this chakra. This chakra is also responsible for the kind of a solace, the kind of a peace you have within. The peace which is not defined by or which is not dependent upon the materialistic achievements. Then we come to the third chakra. This is the solar plex. This chakra is the epicenter of the first four chakras. This chakra controls the heat generated by the root chakra, the water element fed by the sacral chakra. This chakra acts as a regulator. It controls the amount of the energy which the body requires. This chakra is placed around the navel area. Then we come to the fourth chakra. This chakra is the powerhouse. It gives power to the first four chakras. The throat chakra, heart chakra itself, solar plex, sacral chakra and the root chakra is given power by this heart chakra. This heart chakra is also a base of the ionic. Ionic means the body and the cosmic. Cosmic means the circumventing energies, as there are huge energy levels around you, above you, below the surface, on the surface. So this is the way which combines the ionic with the cosmic. And this chakra is responsible for the emotions. This is governed by the water element, because water is what? Is like emotions, never stable. When there is a stability in this, that is when happiness is the use of the word happiness is not exactly judicious or correct to be used expressing the emotions realized when this chakra is open or activated. Now we come to the fourth chakra. This chakra is the throat chakra. This chakra is present in just at the center of your throat area, this neck area. If you observe very closely, you will feel this pulsations. It pulsates. It is just the people in general, unfortunately, aren't that observant about themselves. This chakra is responsible for your presence in the society, in a conglomerate. How efficient, how impactful is your presence is defined by this chakra. Then we come to the sixth chakra, that is the Ajna chakra. This chakra is in the organs. This is the area which is governed by the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, which is the master gland of the body. So this chakra defines emotions. This chakra defines your concepts. This chakra defines the way you are and the way you aspire to be. That is all defined by this chakra. The time this chakra is activated, the person is at a higher dimension of the energies. The person is aware. Premonitions is a word which is used. It is not exactly a vague idea, but the person is able to sense it. There aren't logics for it. It is just the person is able to read the energy around. Then we come to the seventh chakra, the chakra which is known as the crown chakra. The word itself tells you its placement. It is right on the topmost part of the body, that is the skull. This chakra takes you the higher dimensions or the higher energy which is realized post the activation of the Ajna chakra finds its root, finds its way through this crown chakra. This chakra is governed by ether. When the person is able to realize and manifest the ionic and convert it into cosmic, this is what this chakra does. Blockages in these chakras also results in physical ailments. Physical ailments, if the root chakra is blocked, there would be joint pains. The person would be anemic, vertigo, joint pain related issues can be there. Arthritis is one of them. Then we come to the sacral chakra, the second chakra. Blockage in this chakra causes the loss of vitality, causes the loss of confidence. There is a sense of fear, a fear which is always prevailing. No reason, no logic, not even known what is the fear, but fear is there. So addiction also comes in. If this chakra, the sacral chakra is blocked. We come to the third chakra, this is the solar plex. Blockage in this chakra causes sinus, causes migraine, causes bronchitis, causes tumor in the brain, can cause issues with the liver, fatty liver, the kidneys, pancreas, or the squeezing of the nerves is also because of if the solar plex is blocked. If the heart chakra is blocked, the person cries out for no reason, gets agitated for no reason, gets angry for no reason. There is always a kind of a desperation. Desperation which is not known, but that remains. So, because of this heart chakra blockage, when the throat chakra is blocked, the person stammers. The person is always in a quest of words. The person may be knowing the thing, but doesn't know how and what words to be used. If the Ajna chakra is blocked, then there are issues with the brain. It can be tumor. It can be non-functional. Like the person may live but isn't aware, like a zombie. This is because of the blockage in the Ajna chakra. If there is a blockage in the crown chakra, then the person doesn't debate. The person always argues. And the reason for the question is not to know, but rather to counter. This is because of the blockage in the crown chakra. There are, as I had mentioned, the various organs, they interact with each other. And during this interaction, they produce a sound. These are the natural sounds of these chakras. In my previous videos, I have illustrated these sounds. Undertake those exercises and heal your chakras. Till the time we meet next time, Shivo.